gap in the standings to Pratama. But what's going to happen today? Here is your starting grid. It's Pratama on pole for the third time this year from Juara and Podium. Adaki, Matani and Ozawa are on row 2 with Aozahuti, Takehira and veda on row 3. Row 4 is led by Hafai with Putra and Singapong, the wildcard rider, on row 4. Row 5 is Nicholas, Rasadan and Mailandri. Tanachot, the other wildcard rider, is on row 6 with Russo and Darwizi. And row 7 is Chavan, Gading and Putra, rounding out your 21 riders, with Wamoon unfortunately declared unfit after yesterday's crash. Warm-up lap then is underway for race 2. As we've mentioned several times already, yesterday's race was an absolute spellbinder, and they'll have all gone away from yesterday, debriefed after the race, done some homework, see where they can improve. And I'm expecting, Jack, another fantastic battle in the next 15 laps.
Absolutely. There was no love lost between the leading 5 yesterday, in particular between Shinya Ozawa and Veda Pratama as well. Ozawa, as he came into the final corner.
Absolutely phenomenal racing. The riders then lining up on the grids. The green flag waves in the background. We're all ready to get underway for race 2. Here, round 4 in Thailand. Who is going to win this one? We're about to find out. The red lights will come on at the top of your screens. And we are underway for race 2. It looks like a good launch again from pole position for Pratama. Pratama on the number 20, the Thai rider, race 1 winner, of course, gets a great launch from P3. Is he going to make a lunge up the inside at turn 1? No, he's not. So it's going to be Pratama who leads from Pratama. Can't quite make out who's in third place. A good start. It's Matani, I think, who is in third place. So a good start from the second row from the number 2. Now the slipstream comes into play. Who's going to lead down into turn 3?
Here we go then, down to turn 3 for the first time. 3 abreast they are, and it looks as though it's going to be Zen Matani to hit the front. In fact, it could be anyone here. There's 5 guys all trying to take the lead. In the end, is that Pratama that just sweeps around the outside? He goes wide though. Who on earth is leading in the end? It's the number 14 of Adaki that comes through in front. Deary me, it's gloves off already on the opening lap.
Turn 3, we saw that so often yesterday, so many different...
Now it's changed again. Deary me, look at this, what a lap so far. The lead has changed.
Oh, that's close.
Deary me, Pratama nearly clipping the rear wheel of Pratama at the front, and as a result he drops backwards. We've got a lead group of 12 riders. This is frantic as ever in the Asia Talent Cup.
Wow, what a couple of corners that was here. Everyone trying to get to the front and trying to get some clean air, because this is frantic stuff in the Asia Talent Cup. Who's leading now? It's Adaki on the number 14 with Pratama just behind him. Matani second in the championship, of course. He knows he's got to try and beat Pratama today once again on the number 7. The number 2 just behind him, Takehira on the number 9. He's about to go up the inside at the final corner of Matani. That's close, just runs Matani out onto the green paint. As we start lap 3 here, it's Adaki across the line leading the way with the fast lap of the race, but not for long. Takehira then sets the fastest lap of the race. This is going to change lap by lap, corner by corner. We're going to go through turn 1, the right-hander, and down into turn 3. Expect things to change again.
Yeah, Pratama's got a brilliant drive out to the opening corner there. Do not be surprised for him to make his way through on the race leader, Adaki. There goes the Indonesian. He hits the front here and he's got enough of an advantage behind. Should be able to hold the lead into turn 3. Meanwhile, behind, the fight for third is pretty wild. Who's that moving through into third spot now? It's Ozawa. We said he had to make up some ground after a disappointing first lap. That's exactly what he's done. Ozawa now up into 4th behind yesterday's race winner, Pratama.
Yeah, Pratama reacting well from the small contact or a little bit of an incident down at turn 7 on the second lap last time around. I think Pratama's just dived under Adaki for the race lead. It's just Adaki around.
That's the live championship. Well, was anyway. Things are changing corner by corner, so whoever's running the graphic of the live championship is probably the busiest man in the Chang International Circuit at the moment. It's not a job that I would want to have at all. As we see now, the race leader is Eamon Adaki, the Japanese rider, who had to settle for 3rd yesterday. He was leading a race, but not for long. Look at this, Pratama with a big lunge up the inside into the opening corner. He's going to run wide, though. Pratama tries to get through the middle of them. Feet off the foot pegs for Pratama. Somehow he stays on, and as a result, Adaki's able to pick up the pieces and hit the front once again.
Despite that mistake at the final corner, Pratama did set the fastest lap of the race, so a great reaction from running wide on the second lap. That's close out of turn one again. Adaki just getting wide, coming back onto the racing line, and Pratama was in his way. Pratama getting the better launch out of turn one. They flick it through turn two, which really isn't a corner. It's full gas pretty much on this straight. We're going to go 5 abreast down into turn three. It's Pratama on the inside, Adaki late on the brakes, Pratama hanging it around the outside. Who's going to lead out of turn three? I think it's going to be Adaki. Pratama and Pratama getting a little bit too close for comfort again on the exit. Takahira on the number 9 looks across at Pratama, just says probably hello, good morning. I think they're all going to be awake by now. This is fantastic racing as Adaki leads going back up to turn 4. This is a replay of what happened down into turn 12 and lap 3. Pratama up the inside, just runs it a little bit wide, gets it a little bit out of shape on the curbs, and when he's trying to get on the gas, Pratama's just in his way. So nothing wrong with that, just a little bit close racing, and then Pratama just gets back up on his way as we have Adaki from Pratama. Mitani now back up into 3rd place, Azara up into 4th place. This is leading across the line. It's Adaki just from Pratama. Pratama pulling out the slipstream. Is he going to make a move down in turn 1? I'd be surprised unless he is forced to make a move because he's alongside, because as we know, there's a long back straight coming, and this is where overtaking moves can happen.
He does flow through that opening corner so well, does Pratama. You saw Pratama on the inside trying to get a run up the inside onto him, but Pratama just sweeps across and gets a great drive out of there through turn 2 and then down into turn 3. As a result, he's the favourite to hit the front here, but Pratama, fair play to him, he's able to take advantage of the 2-bike slipstream in front of him. He's strong enough on the brakes as well, but he does run wide on the exit of turn 3, which gives Pratama an opportunity to hit the front once more, which he does.
Oh,
this is
careful,
tight
careful,
here.
careful.
Dearie me. I'm sure he might get a bit of a finger wagging for that, Pratama, because he didn't leave Pratama much room whatsoever. He pretty much put him on the grass there, which he cannot do. Big moment as well. The front end bobbled through turn 4, and as a result, the championship leader has been demoted down to 7th. Well, we thought he was rattled a couple of laps ago. Those 2 moves there, firstly, the one trying to stick Pratama on the grass, you cannot do that. That is unacceptable. And then he was, massive crash. Massive crash. I think that's Mitani that's high-sided out of it.
It's Mitani and Azara have gone down. I think Azara just collected the stricken bike of Mitani. But yeah, huge crash down there on the exit of turn 7. Adaki leads the way from Pratama, Takahira, Juara and Pratama. Hopefully we'll see the riders up and walking away from the incident, but that was a huge crash down at turn 7. Mitani high side out of contention, then unfortunately it looks like Azara with nowhere to go hit the bike of Mitani and went down as well. Fingers crossed both of those riders are okay. At the front it's left Adaki with a 7/10 lead over Pratama, with Ogiwara, Pratama and Takahira in the lead group as well.
He has just splintered the lead group, that crash.
Of turn 7, and then yeah, unfortunately Azawa goes down with him. As you can see on the bottom of your screens, riders okay. That is fantastic news. A big crash on the exit of turn 7, one of the fastest places you can go down in terms of corners here at the Chang International Circuit. But great news, riders okay.
Now 2.5 laps remaining. Pratama has still got that half.
Down 2 yesterday. Pratama leads the way into there. Adaki laid on the brakes. He's going to make a late lunge. Just out of picture. Is he gonna? He's been well. Pratama's gone wide. Don't know if there was a little bit of contact there or whatever. But starting the last lap, then it is Pratama who leads the way. He led the way on the last lap yesterday and finished P5. Is a repeat coming? Who knows?
Here we go then. Through turn 1, getting the perfect drive out of here. Absolutely critical. Pratama, I think he's going to be almost expecting for 1, 2, maybe even 3 red and white bikes to come alongside him here as we make our way through turn 2 and down in towards turn 3. Adaki's got the inside line. We saw how strong Pratama was on the brakes last time around, and once again he is the superior man under braking. Pratama holds it through the vital turn 3.
Pratama makes a good move down at turn 3. He's now up to P3, was P5 half a lap ago, but the number 20 has locked his radars onto the race victory. And talking of locking radars, Adaki pulls out of the slipstream of Pratama. Down into turn 4 we go. The left-hander, the fast and ferocious left-hander, Pratama hangs it around the outside. Once again, late on the brakes. You don't brake much there, but just enough to make a move, and that's Pratama up the inside of Adaki, but thinks better of it.
So far, Pratama has ridden this final lap absolutely magnificently, despite Adaki showing his front wheel not once but twice. Pratama has let the brakes off, just rolled around the outside and not allowed him a chance whatsoever. But is this the chance now for Adaki? No way through. We're into the final half a lap here. Options are running out for Adaki. Maybe he can dive through here. He comes up with something as we head towards turn 8 and 9. Brilliant. Big moment on the rear though, and now will allow Pratama to come back through surely. No way through. Somehow Adaki holds on.
It's all going to come down to turn 12 once again. Adaki leading the way. Pratama in second place, and the home hero number 20 of Pratama in third place. Adaki takes the inside line. Pratama late on the brakes. Pratama trying to hang it around the outside. Pratama cuts the inside, and Pratama's going to win. What a move on the final lap. What a win for Veda Pratama. Expertly done at turn 12, and the number 7 is a winner for the 6th time in 2023 and takes a huge leap towards claiming the 2023 title. Championship standings on your screen. 181 points, 74 now the lead heading to Malaysia. What a last lap and what a victory for Pratama. You can see there number 14 of Adaki, very, very disappointed indeed, but that was expertly done from the number 7. Hats off. He missed out yesterday, went from P1 to P5 at the final corner, but no mistakes were made this time around.
It was Marc Marquez-esque. The cutback performed absolutely magnificently from Veda Pratama, just like the 8-time world champion, pulled off on Fabio Quartararo to pick off his 8th world championship. You have to feel with a move like that, Pratama has just put one hand on the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup. A brilliant final lap. The first half he controlled brilliantly, and then when put under pressure he still had the presence of mind to perform the cutback, to execute it magnificently and take victory for the 6th time this season.
Yeah, champion's victory that was from Pratama, to say the least. Adaki chucked it up the inside at turn 9. We didn't see that yesterday. Adaki making a good move up turn.
All season, that was yesterday when he finished 5th. He's won 6 races, second once as well. So, yeah, I think we can safely say, get those T-shirts printed.
Yes, absolutely, indeed. Pratama has been sometimes on a different playing field to the rest of the riders. Looking forward to speaking to these three once they're done on the podium. Hope everyone enjoyed that at home. A fantastic race once again. What a way to start the day here at the Chang International Circuit. Great for the Thai fans who've come out in their force. You can see plenty of Somkiat Chantra fans out there. He is the star of the show this weekend on home soil, coming up in Moto2 race. He will start from P5 on the grid. Before that, the Moto3 Grand Prix title on the line in Moto3, of course. What a championship chase we've got there. Pedro Acosta could potentially win the Moto2 title today. And as Jack mentioned earlier on in the show, Bagnaia versus Martin rolls on this afternoon. What a day we've got coming up. What a start to the day it was. Partizan with the Thai flag around his back. Here's the results, confirmation of the final results from race 2. Veda Pratama a winner once again from Adaki and Jack Partizan. Ryuta Ogiwara and Takahira finishing in the lead group in P4 and P5. Hafi finished P6 with Nicholas, Putra and Fadia finishing inside the top 9.
Well, Juara won't believe his luck. The 4th time this year that he's finished in 4th place. Misses out on the podium here once again, this time by only a 10th of a second. Further down, points going finishes for the Australian Levi Russo. Marco Melandri's brother there in 14th, picking up 2 points. Jesse Melandri, a brilliant performance from him. Kitsada Tanachot getting a point to his title tally as well. A first point of the season for Tanachot on home soil, so I'm sure that the Thai rider will be absolutely delighted with that. What a place to pick up.
And in fact, for Kiatisak Singapong, 12 points on the boards. Got your home race, a job well done indeed. Time for the podium ceremony then here in Thailand. And once again, the Thai fans have got a home hero to cheer on. It won't be the Thai national anthem though. It'll be the Indonesian national anthem for the 6th time this year. The riders just debriefing on the back of the golf buggy.
I think that's a job for me next year, Elliot. I wouldn't mind driving the golf buggy to the podium. Of course, we saw it crash last year, didn't we? En route to the Moto2 podium, somehow they managed to beach the golf buggy. So far, the driver has managed to avoid any issues this time around. Well done, sir. Good job. The taxi ride complete.
Put your name forward, mate. I might put my name forward as well. We can be driver and co-driver next year.
Could be. Maybe he's just an Uber driver that someone has called in Parc Fermé. The other riders don't really want it to be. He's certainly showcasing a real plethora of skills. You have to feel it stands him in good stead for what is to come. I mean, the only issue for Pratama is he's actually too young at the moment. He's almost a little bit too young. But the future is definitely bright for the talented Indonesian. I'm sure Europe awaits for him, potentially the European Talent Cup and then the Junior GP. He is on the road to MotoGP. He's not on the road to MotoGP, he's on the motorway to MotoGP, and he's got it absolutely flying in 6th gear at the moment.
Yeah, he absolutely has. You could hear the round of applause and the screams for the home hero, Pratama, standing on the podium once again. Adaki, the number 14, second place again for Adaki. It's the second time he's finished second this year. 4 podiums in a row now for Eamon Adaki. The 2023 does belong to Veda Pratama. A star in the making from Indonesia, rocking the sunglasses once again. And as we said, a star is born in Veda Pratama. We're going to be hearing that national anthem plenty of times in the years to come, I predict.
We've got the sound system sorted here, haven't they? That was
yeah.
absolutely blasting out. Fantastic. Just like the Dutch national anthem is now becoming synonymous with Formula One, you feel that the Indonesian national anthem now becoming synonymous with the Asia Talent Cup. The good news is, Veda Pratama's riding is a lot better than his choice of sunglasses.
It certainly is. Here's race 2 highlights then from the Chang International Circuit. Pratama launched